Do you believe your reality is real? For millennia, an elite few have given us the key to the universe, hidden in plain sight. It's a code that repeats across every culture, from the Kabbalah to Buddhism. That number is 72. It's not just a number. It's the barcode of our cosmic prison, the signature of our simulated reality. This isn't a coincidence. It's the key to everything. In this documentary, we're about to reveal the truth they have desperately tried to hide. Let's begin with the most shocking anomaly of all, the relentless, non-random recurrence of the number 72 across the very foundations of human civilization. In the mystical traditions of Kabbalah and Judaism, we find the 72 names of God, believed to be the original language of creation itself. Travel to ancient Egypt, and you'll discover the story of Osiris, the god of resurrection. He was brutally dismembered into 72 pieces by Set, the god of chaos, before his divine reassembly. This wasn't just a myth. It was a powerful ritual symbolizing the separation and ultimate restoration of consciousness. Move forward in time to Islam, and the Quran mentions 72 as a code linked to the ultimate reward in paradise. Journey east to the magnificent Borobudur temple in Indonesia, a wonder of the Buddhist world. What do you find? 72 stupas, each one marking a step on the path to enlightenment. Why this incredible uniformity across cultures, continents, and centuries? This is no accident. It is a signature, a deliberate watermark left by the architects of our reality. If the number 72 is encoded in our most profound rituals of creation, chaos, and enlightenment, it must be the number that defines the very boundaries of our experience, the walls of the matrix. But if there is a prison, there must also be a key. The escape codes were left for us thousands of years ago in ancient Sumeria, the civilization that gifted us modern geometry and mathematics. The first three kings of their civilization encoded a harmonic triad of numbers, 288, 360, and 432. The visionary architect Buckminster Fuller recognized the power of these numbers, calling their relationship synergetics. These are not mere digits. They are cheat codes, left behind for those with eyes to see, for those seeking to ascend and break free from the matrix. You see, the matrix isn't just a science fiction concept. It is the geometric structure imposed upon our sensory perception, the grid that organizes what we see, hear, and feel. The numbers 72, 360, and 60 are the cogs in this cosmic machine, the gears that keep our reality locked in a perpetual loop of repetition and forgetting. And here lies the darkest revelation. Sacred geometry, the beautiful patterns we see in nature and art, is not just the structure of creation. It is also the architecture of our limitation. This raises the most important questions. Who coded this reality? And why? The answers are buried in Babylonian mysteries and the very mathematics that govern time itself. Let's analyze one of the most fundamental structures of our world, the 360-degree circle. We take it for granted, but who decided this? Why 360 degrees? It's a direct function of sexagesimal mathematics, or base 60. This is a system of counting that is not organic to human biology. We naturally count in base 10, using our 10 fingers. Base 60 is something else entirely. It feels ... imposed. It's the foundation of our entire system of time, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and our system of navigation. This strongly suggests that our perception of time and space was designed by an external, non-human intelligence. So, why base 60? The answer lies in its factors. The number 12, for instance, is one of the oldest counting bases known to humanity. Think of the dozen, the 12 hours on a clock face, the 12 disciples, the 12 signs of the Zodiac. According to the Sumerians themselves, this system was taught to them by beings who descended from the sky. The union of 12 and 5 gives us 60. This union is the first major clue that our reality was constructed using an alien and superior counting system. It was designed to keep us synchronized with the larger cosmos, but deliberately out of sync with our own true, limitless nature. The 72 code is the master lock on this prison, and in the chapters to come, we will begin to pick it, one pin at a time. Have you ever seen the number 72 repeat in your own life? Tell us your experience in the comments below. To help awaken more minds, please like this video and share it with 3 friends who are ready for the truth. Next up, we decode the alien math. Why is time measured in units of 60? The sexagesimal curse is about to be exposed. Stay with us. The matrix doesn't just control space, it controls time. Have you ever stopped to wonder why your life is neatly packaged into segments of 60 seconds and 60 minutes? Or why a circle, the symbol of wholeness, is divided into 360 degrees? This math, this way of measuring your existence, is not natural. It wasn't a choice your ancestors made. It was imposed. Get ready to discover the non-human origin of your clock, the very device that dictates every moment of your day. This isn't just about telling time. It's about breaking free from a temporal prison you never knew you were in. Let's start with a simple fact. Modern humanity thinks in base 10, the decimal system. It's logical, intuitive, based on our 10 fingers. It's how we count money, measure distance, and calculate almost everything. Yet, the two most fundamental pillars of our civilization, time and global navigation, are built on a completely different system, base 60, also known as the sexagesimal system. We count 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour. When we navigate the globe, the world is measured in nautical miles, where 1 degree of latitude equals exactly 60 nautical miles. This isn't just a quirky cultural habit, it's a deeply embedded, standardized system that synchronizes our lives, not just with each other, but with the mechanical movements of this planet. It's a grid, a framework, and we are all ticking along to its rhythm. So, where did this strange number 60 even come from? Its roots trace back over 6,000 years to the ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia. They had a fascinating way of counting. They used the thumb of one hand to count the 12 knuckles, or phalanges, on their other 4 fingers. Then, they used the 5 fingers of the other hand to keep track of how many sets of 12 they had counted. 5 sets of 12 equals 60. This system, which also gave us the concept of a dozen, became the foundation for their advanced algebra, their calculus, and their physics. It allowed them to build ziggurats and predict eclipses with stunning accuracy. But here is the crucial question, the one that changes everything. The Sumerians themselves, in their own cuneiform tablets, claimed they did not invent this knowledge. They wrote that it was given to them, a complete package of technology and mathematics, by towering beings who descended from the sky, the Anunnaki. If this is true, it means our entire perception of time and space, the very way we measure our progress from birth to death, is based on an alien logic. If our life is measured by a mathematical system that is not inherently human, are we truly living our own lives? Or are we just cogs, unknowingly turning inside another entity's grand, cosmic clock? This isn't just a conspiracy theory. The evidence is encoded in the very fabric of reality, in what we call sacred geometry. Sacred geometry isn't just about drawing beautiful patterns. It represents the fundamental structure of the matrix, the blueprint of our physical world. Take one of the most basic forms, the seed of life, made of 7 overlapping circles. Look closely at the arcs that form the 6 inner petals. Each one of those arcs measures exactly 60 degrees. This isn't a coincidence. It's a mathematical constant embedded in the geometry of creation. The visionary architect and inventor Buckminster Fuller dedicated his life to understanding this geometry, which he called He stated that the 60-degree geometry reveals nature's operational system at every level, from the microscopic to the cosmic. He believed that by failing to understand the significance of the number 60, we are failing to understand nature itself. This proves that the 60 code isn't just an abstract idea for telling time. It is the literal skeleton of physical reality. The atoms that form your body, the crystals in the earth, the very structure of space-time, all vibrate according to this geometric principle. If we can decode the true meaning of 60, we might just find the key, the escape hatch from this simulated reality. Think about it. The measurement of time in 60-second intervals and the division of a circle into 360 degrees, which is simply 6 times 60 not random or arbitrary conventions. They are the precise units of measurement that lock us into the material vibration of this reality. They function as a frequency fence, keeping our consciousness confined, alienating us from our true, timeless, multidimensional nature. We are spiritual beings, infinite and unbound, but we have been conditioned to perceive our existence through a finite, rigid, and deeply unnatural temporal grid. The number 60, therefore, is the first and most fundamental key to our temporal imprisonment. The path to freedom, to true spiritual awakening, requires us to challenge this programming. We must learn to stop thinking in 60s and 360s. We have to look beyond the clock on the wall and search for the hidden geometry of perfection that exists outside this system. Our intuition, our creativity, our connection to the source, these things don't operate on a 60-minute schedule. They flow in a different current, an organic rhythm that this artificial construct was designed to suppress. By recognizing the cage, we take the first step toward dismantling it. We can begin to reclaim our perception and experience the timeless, boundless reality that is our birthright. Do you feel trapped by time? Does the relentless ticking of the clock feel like the bars of a cage? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss how this imposed system has affected our lives. And be sure to turn on your notifications, hit that bell icon because you will not want to miss the next chapter, where we reveal the architecture of the matrix itself. We will explore the vector equilibrium, the central geometry of creation, and the ultimate proof that we are living inside a simulation. Join the Spiritist light journey as we continue to unlock the secrets of our reality. Thanks for watching. What if I told you the universe has a hidden operating system, a geometric code that dictates everything from the formation of crystals to the fabric of spacetime itself? Top physicists are increasingly convinced that our reality is fundamentally geometric, but it was the visionary architect and inventor Buckminster Fuller who may have cracked the code decades ago. He called it the vector equilibrium, and it might just be the blueprint for the simulation we call life. If our reality is a simulation, like a cosmic computer program, then it must have a base structure, a fundamental pixel, a matrix core. Buckminster Fuller, the father of synergetics, spent his life searching for this foundational geometry. He didn't just find a shape, he found what he believed to be the zero point of creation, the moment of perfect balance from which everything springs. He named it the vector equilibrium. Now, what makes this shape so special? Imagine a central point, a nucleus. From this center, 12 lines, or vectors, radiate outwards to 12 points on its surface. The incredible thing about the vector equilibrium is that it's the only geometric form in existence where these 12 radiating lines are the exact same length as the 24 lines connecting the points on its surface. Every line is equal. It's a state of perfect equidistance, absolute symmetry, and total harmony. Fuller called it the nearest we can get to a conceptual visualization of God. This isn't just a pretty shape. The most mind-blowing aspect of the vector equilibrium is what it represents dynamically. Fuller demonstrated that it's a state of perfect balance, the zero point where all forces cancel each other out. The inward pulling forces, like gravity, are perfectly balanced by the outward pushing forces, like radiation. It represents a state of non-manifestation, the silent potential before the Big Bang, the ultimate stillness before creation. In this state, it has no volume. It's pure potential. It is the geometric equivalent of zero. Fuller proposed that this vector equilibrium is the embryonic stage of the universe, the matrix from which all physical laws and forms emerge. If the universe is a simulation, the VE isn't just a part of it. It's the three-dimensional binary code running the entire show. And this is where it gets even more fascinating. Let's look closer at the structure. To achieve this perfect balance, the vectors radiating from the center are offset from each other by exactly 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Does that number ring a bell? This isn't a random angle. It's a direct link to the ancient Sumerian Basic C mathematical system, a system they claimed was given to them by celestial beings. We see the 60 code everywhere, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour. This suggests that the code of time and the code of space are one and the same. Nature uses this 60-degree geometry at its core, in the structure of water molecules, in the hexagonal patterns of honeycombs and snowflakes, as Buckminster Fuller warned. Because society does not understand the significance of 60-degree geometry, we may conclude that society does not understand nature. The matrix is built on the number 60. To understand it is to begin seeing the architecture of our prison, or our playground. So how did we arrive at this mysterious 60-degree math? The secret might be hidden in plain sight, in another sacred number, 12. What is 60? It's simply 5 times 12. Think about it. We have 12 months in a year, 12 inches in a foot, 12 signs of the Zodiac, 12 disciples. This isn't just cultural convention. It's a breadcrumb trail left by the architects of the system. The number 12 is deeply embedded in ancient counting methods. In fact, a system of counting using the 12 phalanges of the 4 fingers, using the thumb as a pointer, is still taught in parts of India today. This is the very technique the Sumerians described, learning from the tall, non-human beings who visited them. The matrix provided us with the very tools of counting and measurement. Our challenge, our purpose, is to use those same tools to decode the system they created. The revelation of the vector equilibrium is profound. It shows us that our reality isn't random chaos. It's a perfect, intricate, and mathematically precise construction. But if it's a construction, that also means it's finite. It has rules, boundaries, and an underlying code. By understanding this code, by grasping the geometry of the vector equilibrium, we are not just learning about physics or mathematics, we are learning the language of creation itself. We are finding the master key to the simulation. Is the matrix real? What do you think? I want to hear your favorite theory about the nature of our reality. Drop it in the comments below. If you want to dive deeper into sacred geometry and the path to breaking free, make sure to follow the Spiritist Light journey for more. Stay tuned, because next, we re-exploring the great cosmic gear, the astonishing mathematical connection between the precession of the equinoxes and ancient Sumerian knowledge. Thanks for watching. Did you know the Earth isn't just spinning and orbiting? It's also wobbling, like a giant slow-motion spinning top. This wobble, known as the precession of the equinoxes, is the biggest, most fundamental gear in the cosmic machine we call reality. It takes exactly 25,920 years for our planet to complete one single wobble. This isn't some arbitrary number. It's a mechanically measured fact of our planet's motion. What if I told you this number is the key, the ultimate proof that an ancient mathematical system given to humanity wasn't from Earth at all? The Sumerians, one of our oldest civilizations, were gifted a mathematical system based on the number 60. We still use it today for telling time and measuring circles. But why 60? Why a 360-degree circle? It seems random, right? But it's not. This is where it gets mind-blowing. Take the real, physical number of Earth's wobble, 25,920 years, and divide it by the 360 degrees of a circle, a system given to us by the Sumerians. The answer is 72. This number, 72, appears everywhere in ancient myths and sacred texts. It's not a coincidence. It's cosmic cross-validation. It proves that the Sumerian mathematical system was specifically designed to sync with Earth's precessional timing. Think about it. An ancient culture, with no advanced technology to measure this 26,000-year cycle, somehow possessed a mathematical framework that perfectly aligns with it. It's like they were given the user manual for our planet. Let's dig deeper into this code of ascension. The number 72 is just the beginning. The Sumerian system is built on base 60 and its multiples, like 12, 36, and of course, 60 itself. Let's see what happens when we divide Earth's grand cycle, 25,920, by these other sacred Sumerian numbers, GVG 25,92, by 12, a number found in Zodiacs and Disciples. So, what does this all mean for us? Right here, right now, it suggests that our consciousness is not separate from the cosmos but intrinsically linked to it through these powerful numeric frequencies. The system we use every day to measure our world wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate, intelligent design. It's a tool for synchronization, a pathway to align our own minds with the grand cycle of the Earth. By understanding these numbers, 72, 432, 2160, we are tapping into the operating system of our reality. We've been taught to see math as abstract, but this reveals it as a physical, resonant force, a tool for ascension. This cosmic synchronization isn't just a fascinating theory, it's a map that shows how our inner world can attune to the outer universe. The matrix isn't just a concept from a movie, it's the interlocking system of cosmic cycles and resonant frequencies that govern our existence. And the key to navigating it has been hidden in plain sight, in the very way we measure our days, our years, and the stars above. Do you believe in this cosmic synchronization? If this resonates with you, comment with the number 432 down below. And please, leave a like on this video. Liking it helps the YouTube algorithm, which is another kind of matrix, isn't it? Show this incredible knowledge to more people who are ready to see it. Thank you for watching. Next up, we'll explore the physical proofs of the simulation, diving into the code of time itself and the astonishing secret hidden within the speed of light. Don't miss it. Have you ever felt like there's something more to our reality, a hidden code just waiting to be discovered? What if I told you the truth isn't hidden in some ancient, dusty tomb, but is right above your head, every single day and night? The sun and the moon are not just celestial bodies, they are the pillars of our matrix, and they hold the keys to understanding the very fabric of our existence. Forget what you learned in school. The measurements we use, like meters and standard miles, are human inventions. But if we go back to the ancient Sumerian units, a breathtaking pattern emerges. The diameters of the sun and moon, measured in these ancient units, reveal numerical codes that define our time, our geometry, and even the speed of light itself. Let's start with something we take for granted: time. The way we measure a day was given to us by the Sumerians, and it's the final, undeniable proof of the matrix's coding. Think about it. We have 12 hours of daytime and 12 hours of nighttime. Each hour has 60 minutes, and each minute has 60 seconds. So, let's do the math. 12 hours of day times 60 minutes times 60 seconds equals 43,200 seconds. The same calculation for the 12 hours of night gives us another 43,200 seconds. Add them together, and you get a total of 86,400 seconds in a single day. Does that number, 86,400, seem random to you? It's not. It's the first key. Now, let's look up at the sun. We're taught its diameter in kilometers or standard miles. But what happens when we use the ancient royal miles, the units used by the Sumerians? The diameter of our sun is 864,000 royal miles. If the sun is the master of the number 864, what about the moon? The pattern continues in a way that will astound you. The core numbers we're seeing are 864 and its half, 432. So, does the moon follow this code? When we measure the moon's diameter in those same Sumerian royal miles, we find it as 2,160 miles. At first glance, that might seem unrelated, but look closer. What is 216? It's exactly half of 432, and 2,160 is a profoundly significant number in sacred geometry, representing the sum of the edges of a cube, a foundational shape of creation. The luminous pillars of our sky, the sun and the moon, are coded to resonate with the same beautiful geometric harmony: 864, 432, 216. They are singing the same mathematical song. But here is where the code becomes truly mine. The apex of this grand design is the speed of light itself, the ultimate speed limit of our universe. The official, measured speed of light is about 186,282 miles per second. Now, let's go back to our code. What happens if we take the key number from our day and night cycle, 432, and square it? The evidence is overwhelming. Our reality is a harmonic, numerical construct. The matrix is real, and it's not some dystopian science fiction concept. It's a beautiful, intricate system that communicates through the codes of time, light, and geometry. The sun, the moon, the seconds in a day, and the speed of light are all interconnected, all part of a single, divine equation. We are living inside a symphony of numbers. The ancient civilizations weren't primitive. They understood this code. They left us the keys in their measurements and their timekeeping. The real question is no longer whether the code exists, but what we do with this knowledge. The next step in our journey is discovering how to use these codes, these frequencies, to tune our own bodies, to activate our own inner antenna, and tap into the true nature of reality. Are you shocked by these correlations? Do you feel the truth of this deep down? To unlock the full secrets of the universe and discover your place within this grand design, subscribe to Spiritist Light Journey. Join us, and together, we will continue to decode the universe. Thanks for watching. Coming up next, we explore harmonic awakening and how music and sacred geometry can be used to activate your DNA. Did you know the universe might not just be geometric, but also deeply harmonic? It's as if we're living inside a grand design, a matrix, that has programmed our very consciousness to recognize certain tones as correct, as beautiful, as truth. Today, we're going to uncover the musical passwords, the harmonic triads that could be the key to unlocking a higher state of being. The ultimate proof that we might be living in a designed system, a matrix, is harmony itself. If geometry forms the energetic backbone of this reality, and that geometry gives rise to harmonics, then it stands to reason we live in a fundamentally harmonic universe. Think about it. The matrix uses specific combinations of frequencies, what we call triads, that our brains subconsciously recognize as truth or beauty. This isn't just a coincidence. It could be a deliberate programming trick, a built-in alert system designed to draw our attention to the underlying code of creation. There are certain harmonic triads that are mathematically perfect. This means the ratios between their frequencies are exact, creating a pure and resonant sound. For example, take the frequencies 360, 480, and 720 Hz. When sequences like these are played, they can induce a profound state of well-being. Why? Because the brain recognizes the underlying mathematical perfection. It's like a key fitting into a lock. Your mind aligns itself with the foundational frequency of creation itself. It's a feeling of coming home, of everything clicking into place. This experience isn't just subjective. It's a response to a deep mathematical order. Now, here's where it gets truly the most shocking part is that these exact numerical sequences, representing musical tones, are found encoded in ancient Sumerian artifacts dating back thousands of years. This isn't a modern discovery. This knowledge has been with us, waiting to be rediscovered. The Sumerians, one of the earliest known civilizations, seemed to understand this profound connection between numbers, music, and consciousness. They didn't just leave us stories, they left us a user manual for reality, hidden in plain sight on clay tablets. Let's return to the incredible reigns of the first 3 Sumerian kings we've discussed before. Remember their impossibly long reigns, 28,800 years, 36,000 years, and 43,200 years. If we remove the zeros, a common practice in ancient numerology to get to the core vibration, we get the numbers 288, 360, and 432. What do these numbers form? A perfect harmonic triad. It's a different chord from our earlier example, but the mathematical interval between the notes is absolutely perfect. It's another key. This suggests the matrix, or the architects of our reality, gave us the escape codes not just in geometric shapes but in musical frequencies etched onto clay tablets over 6,000 years ago for future generations like us to finally decode. This reframes our entire understanding of music. It's not just entertainment. It could be a powerful software for activating consciousness. So, how does this work on a practical level? The frequency of the matrix, the reality we perceive every day, can be thought of as the frequency of dense matter. It's heavy, slow, and keeps us locked in a limited perception. The entire goal of decoding these ancient secrets is to elevate our personal vibration, to tune ourselves to the frequency of light. Frequencies like 432 Hz are fascinating because they resonate with properties of the cosmos, even with the speed of light itself in some calculations. By listening to these ancient harmonic triads, the brain is gently nudged, even forced, to abandon the dense vibration of the physical world and tune into a higher, more coherent, cosmic frequency. It's the first essential step towards liberation from the programming. We are constantly swimming in an invisible sea of vibrations. From the radio waves in the air to the hum of the city, our environment is a symphony of frequencies. Those who control the dominant frequencies in that symphony, the ones we are exposed to day in and day out, can influence the collective mind. They set the baseline reality. By learning to understand and consciously use these hidden sound codes, these ancient harmonic keys, we are not just listening to nice sounds. What tone or frequency do you believe activates consciousness? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to read what you think. And if you're ready to learn how to use these powerful tones for your own meditation and healing practices, visit our website, The Spiritist Light Journey, and check out our specially curated healing sound playlist. It's designed to help you tune in and ascend. Coming up next, we'll explore another fundamental code of reality, the pattern of life. We'll dive into the Fibonacci spiral and how this universal pattern is encoded directly into our biology, specifically within the sacred geometry of the pineal gland. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the code of consciousness. Did you know there's a single pattern that shapes everything in our universe, from a tiny seashell to the entire Milky Way galaxy? It's called the Fibonacci spiral. And what is truly mind-blowing is that this same pattern is the exact blueprint for your pineal gland. This spiral is the signature of creation itself. It's based on the golden ratio, a mathematical constant that appears everywhere in nature as the most common growth pattern. It dictates how tree branches grow, how sunflower seeds arrange themselves, the curve of a nautilus shell, and even the vast, swirling arms of our galaxy. It's undeniable proof that our universe follows a precise, mathematical, and harmonic rule for growth. If you think of our reality as a kind of hologram or matrix, then the Fibonacci sequence is the rendering algorithm that keeps everything consistent. But here's where it gets really interesting. If you take the Fibonacci spiral and rotate it against itself, one forward and one backward, it creates a unique design. This is known as the pineal pattern, and it perfectly matches the architecture of a pine cone. More importantly, it mirrors the structure of our own pineal gland. This tiny gland, which the philosopher René Descartes famously called the principal seat of the soul, literally has the geometry of the universe encoded within its very structure. It's a physical link between us and the cosmos. Let's dive deeper into the numbers. If we apply harmonic frequencies to the numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, something incredible happens. The first 6 steps of this growth pattern reveal the exact same perfect harmonic triads found in ancient Sumerian codes. This means the geometry of life, the mathematics of our reality, and the so-called escape codes are all one and the same. It suggests that our pineal gland isn't just a biological organ. It's a sophisticated antenna, perfectly designed to receive and decode the frequencies of our reality. And, if activated correctly, it could potentially tune into the frequency of true reality, beyond the veil. Now, let's talk about the pine cone deception. This symbol has been hidden in plain sight for thousands of years. Think about ancient Sumerian carvings. You often see these birdmen, or Anunnaki, holding an object that looks just like a pine cone. They're often depicted pointing it toward a person's head. What if that isn't just a pine cone? What if it's a representation of the pineal gland, and the gesture signifies the activation or perhaps the forced activation of this powerful organ? Fast forward to today. Why does the Vatican, one of the most powerful religious centers in the world, have a gigantic bronze pine cone statue, the Pignoni, standing proudly in one of its main courtyards? It's not a coincidence. They know the secret of the pineal gland and its immense power, and they've guarded this knowledge for centuries. All of these clues, the spiral, the growth patterns, the geometry, the ancient symbols, they all point inward. The path to understanding, and perhaps even escaping the matrix, doesn't lie in some external technology or distant star. It lies within our own biogeometric structure, waiting to be activated. The spiral of the universe is mirrored inside you. So, what do you think the pine cone in the Vatican truly signifies? Is it a symbol of control, a forgotten piece of ancient knowledge, or something else entirely? Leave your theory in the comments below. I'd love to read what you think. And if you want to dive even deeper into this, become a member of the Spiritist Light Journey to access exclusive content all about the pineal gland. Thanks for watching. Next up, we'll explore the antenna of consciousness, diving into the pineal gland, DMT, and the key to unlocking cosmic vision. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Did you know you have an escape button built right into your brain, a way out of the simulation? It's called the pineal gland, often called the third eye. But what if I told you that for most of us, this escape software has been deliberately switched off, that you've been made blind on purpose? Today, we're diving deep into how modern habits and hidden substances were engineered to calcify this cosmic antenna, trapping you in a world limited to just 5 senses. Get ready to discover the secret of the lotus. Many ancient philosophers, spiritual masters, and mystics all pointed to one specific, tiny, pinecone-shaped gland at the center of our brain. They called it the seat of the soul, our direct line to the universe, the point of contact between our consciousness and the vast energetic field around us. It's the final, crucial piece of hardware in the system designed to help us escape the matrix. But there's a dark theory, one that suggests the controllers of this system have spent the last 6,000 years systematically deactivating this antenna in the majority of humanity. By doing so, they've confined us to the physical world, the reality we can touch, taste, see, hear, and smell, and nothing more. So, how did they do it? The primary enemy of the pineal gland is something called calcification. This is a buildup of calcium phosphate crystals that essentially turns this soft, sensitive gland into a hard, useless stone. Now, here's where it gets controversial. Many alternative researchers and investigators point to specific substances as the chemical agents of this calcification. The most notorious of these is fluoride. We find it in our tap water, our toothpaste, and many other daily products. The theory is that this isn't an accident, it's a deliberate design to keep the gland dormant, to lock our consciousness into what's known as the base 10 material frequency. When the pineal gland is deactivated, we lose more than just a piece of our brain. We lose our cosmic instinct, that gut feeling that guides us beyond logic. We lose our ability for mental migration, for astral travel, for exploring realms beyond the physical body. We lose the vision of spiritual truth, becoming unable to see the world as it truly is. But what makes the pineal gland so powerful in the first place? It's responsible for producing a remarkable substance, DMT, or dimethyltryptamine. Often called the spirit molecule, DMT is a natural psychedelic that our own bodies create. It's released in significant amounts at two key moments, birth and death. It's also present during deep dream states and profound meditative experiences. Think of DMT as the chemical engine that allows our consciousness to see beyond the veil of the simulation. It's the key that unlocks the door to expanded states of awareness, where the rules of everyday reality no longer apply. This is why practices designed to reactivate the pineal gland are so central to spiritual traditions worldwide. Deep meditation isn't just about relaxation. It's a technique to stimulate the gland. The use of specific harmonic sounds, like the 432 Hz frequency, isn't just for creating pleasant music. It's a vibrational tool to break up calcification. Even decoding sacred geometric codes is a way to feed the pineal the information it needs to function. All these methods aim to do one thing: induce the natural production of DMT and reconnect our cosmic antenna to the universe. Throughout history and across cultures, the symbol for this awakening of consciousness is the lotus flower. This beautiful flower grows from the mud, pushing its way up through murky water to bloom in the pure sunlight. It's the perfect metaphor for the journey of the soul from darkness into light. But what if this symbol was more than just a metaphor? What if it was a literal, scientific blueprint? This brings us to the incredible field of cymatics, the study of how sound creates form. When you vibrate a plate of sand or a body of water with a specific frequency, intricate geometric patterns emerge. And here is the astonishing discovery: when the ancient Sumerian harmonic tones frequencies, like 288, 360, and 432 Hz, are played in a cymatics experiment, the geometric pattern that forms in the fluid is an intricate three-dimensional lotus flower. This isn't a coincidence. It's evidence. It suggests that these ancient musical codes, passed down by the Sumerian kings, are the exact vibrational keys needed for the flowering and awakening of our own pineal gland. They are the frequency that unlocks the consciousness matrix. The ability to perceive true reality isn't something you need to acquire from the outside. It's already inside you, lying dormant, just waiting for you to play the right music, to find the correct vibrational key, and let your own inner lotus bloom. Are you ready to begin the process and awaken your own pineal gland? If you are, let me know in the comments by writing "awaken." And if you want to continue this journey and uncover more secrets of consciousness, make sure you subscribe to the Spiritist Light Journey. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we'll explore the blueprint of escape even further, diving into the geometry of cymatics and providing more proof that these ancient codes really work. You won't want to miss it. If you could see sound, what would you see? We used cymatics, the science of making sound visible, to test the frequency codes of the ancient Sumerian kings. The result we found is the final proof that they left us an escape map from our reality. Cymatics is often called the eye of God. It's the science that allows us to witness the true nature of vibration. When you apply specific frequencies to a substance, like water or sand, that sound manifests as stable, intricate, geometric patterns. These patterns are the physical proof that vibration is the fundamental building block of all matter. It's fascinating because if we play a disharmonic or chaotic frequency, the pattern that forms is messy and disordered. But if we play a harmonic, resonant frequency, the geometry becomes incredibly complex and beautiful. This is like watching the matrix code itself manifest in real time. It shows us how order and beauty emerge directly from harmonious sound. So, we decided to put the ancient codes to the ultimate test. We took the frequencies of the Sumerian king's triad, 288 Hz, 360 Hz, and 432 Hz to a cymatics laboratory. What happened next was truly shocking. The researchers, who have studied cymatics for years and have seen countless patterns, were completely baffled. They had never witnessed anything like it. Normally, cymatics creates flat, two-dimensional patterns on the surface of the medium. But when we combined these three specific Sumerian frequencies, something entirely different happened. It didn't create a flat pattern at all. Instead, it formed an intricate, stable, three-dimensional structure, a shape that is universally recognized across almost every ancient culture on Earth. The geometry that bloomed from the water was the lotus of consciousness. Think about that. The lotus, the universal symbol of spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and rebirth, is the exact geometric form generated by the Sumerian frequency codes. This isn't a coincidence. This is concrete proof that these codes are not just random numbers. They are master frequencies, sonic keys that have the power to shape our perception and activate our highest human potential. The cymatic lotus is the visual representation of a fully awakened pineal gland, a free and unbound consciousness. It's the geometry of enlightenment made visible. So how does this all fit together? Let's connect the dots. We've talked about the 72 code, derived from the Sumerian base 60 system and its multiples. This code is the instruction manual. We've discussed the vector equilibrium, the foundational geometric structure of the vacuum of space, which acts as the blueprint of our matrix reality. We know the pineal gland in the center of our brain acts as the biological antenna, designed to receive and transmit these frequencies. And now cymatics provides the final, undeniable verification. It proves that these ancient frequencies are the pathway back to our original state of harmonic perfection. Our reality, this matrix, can be seen as a grand, cosmic game, and it seems we were equipped with the cheat codes from the very beginning. Perhaps they were left by the original builders of this reality, or maybe by benevolent beings who wanted to ensure our freedom. Our task, our purpose, is to use this rediscovered knowledge to resonate with the frequency of truth. By doing so, we can begin to escape the imposed material limitations that bind our consciousness. The most incredible part is that physical reality itself responds to these codes once we understand how to use them. We are literally breaking the spell of limitation with the power of sound. What will you do with this escape map now that you have a piece of it? The journey of discovery is far from over, and we are committed to pushing the boundaries of what is known. The Spiritist Light Journey relies on community support to continue funding this vital research and bring these truths to light. If you find value in this work, please consider leaving a donation through the Super Thanks button below this video. Every contribution, no matter how small, helps us continue our mission. And the journey doesn't stop here. Next, we will explore the Grand Escape. We'll dive into the final game, the nature of our holographic reality, and the mechanics of ascension. The secrets are unfolding, and the path is becoming clearer. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. We have reached the end of the journey. The final revelation is, we are living in an Earth-sized escape room. If you've decoded all 10 chapters, you now hold the code for ascension. For centuries, humanity has stared at the stars and asked, are we alone? What is the nature of reality? Today, we propose the final, most profound theory, one that echoes in the halls of modern astrophysics and ancient wisdom alike. Many leading theorists, from physicists to philosophers, are converging on a startling conclusion. Our reality is most likely a holographic existence, a grand simulation. Our final theory is that Earth is a cosmic escape room. Imagine this. We were either locked in here, or perhaps we came voluntarily, wiping our memories for the ultimate challenge. The creators of this experience, perhaps the tall Sumerian beings of legend, or even older, more benevolent forces, didn't leave us without hope. They scattered cheat codes throughout our world, embedding them in the very fabric of our culture and science. These are the numbers we've explored together: 72, 360, 432, the elegant base 60 system that governs our measurement of time and space, the perfect geometry of the vector equilibrium. These aren't just curious artifacts, they are the keys. These codes are not meant for idle contemplation. They are active puzzles. When you solve them, when you understand their significance, you unlock the next step. This isn't just an intellectual exercise. It involves employing this knowledge, using the power of harmonics and frequencies to activate your pineal gland, the dormant third eye. This activation allows your consciousness to level up, to achieve a state of resonance that prepares it to escape to the next dimensional reality. Think about it. The universal fear of death might not be a fear of non-existence, but a deep, instinctual fear of failing the escape room test, of not solving the puzzle in time. The true purpose of this spiritist light journey, the series you have followed, has been to provide you with the light of knowledge required to see through the illusions of the matrix. The escape process has a name, whispered through the ages: ascension. This is the ascension of consciousness. It's a process where your soul, through a combination of geometric resonance achieved by understanding the sacred numbers and a state of moral purity and elevated thought, achieves a vibrational frequency so high that the matrix can no longer contain it. It's like tuning a radio to a station that exists on a completely different band. The old station, the old reality, can no longer reach you. Achieving what we call lotus consciousness, which visually corresponds to the beautiful, complex somatic patterns we've seen, is the ultimate goal. It signifies transcending the fundamental constraints of this simulated reality: time, governed by the number 60, and space, governed by 360 degrees. When you resonate at this level, you are no longer bound by the linear progression of seconds, minutes, and hours, or the physical limitations of a three-dimensional world. You become a being of pure frequency, free to move beyond the confines of the game. The final lesson is both simple and profound. The path to freedom is knowledge. The matrix, this holographic prison, is incredibly powerful. Its illusions are convincing, its rules are binding, and its distractions are endless. But it is not impenetrable. You have been given the tools. Use the math, embrace the geometry, listen to the harmony that has been revealed throughout this journey. They are not just theories, they are the operating principles of the universe, hidden in plain sight. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, begins now. It is to be a beacon of light that exposes the code for others. You are no longer just a player in the game. You are now a game breaker. The codes are real. The prison is mental. The key is, and always has been, internal. The next reality awaits the one who dares to resonate with the truth. You have completed the decoding. Now is the time to act. Become a supporter of the Spiritist Light journey through the link in the description. Share this video with everyone you know. Our collective survival in the Matrix, our chance to escape together, depends on our ability to awaken others. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. The code is broken. The escape begins now.